Now, you noticed when the foul blood mage creature died, he's died with a smile on his face.
Oh, that's... Sorry, that's
just lying on his
villain,
side,
isn't it? My death is only the beginning.
I said we put a smile on his face.
You did?
Yeah, my death was only the beginning, blah, 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 or some stuff.
You also notice, strangely, as you speak and breathe, being one of the unique ones doing that here, that you can see your breath fogging in front of you suddenly, and it wasn't before.
Okay, we've had a death night. Who's expecting a lich now?
Yeah.
It has come over very cold.
If we take a couple of steps back, does the cold stay? Is the cold all around us, or is the cold just something that's as we're progressing?
It seems to be blowing in like a cold draft down the stairs from above somewhere.
Oh dear.
I suppose these are the stairs that are in front of us that we've got to go up.
Well, from what it says, we came down a second ago.
Or are they the ones that we came down a second ago?
There's only one way out, the way you came in.
Oh yeah, that'd be the stairs we came down
That'll
on.
be, are you sure there's no other ways out?
Yes.
That'll
Unless
be the
you
one.
want to try searching. Or...
I'll try searching for any other way out. And I've got searching. Uh, 10, 12, 18.
At first you think you find something, but it's just an overly friendly crack.
An overly friendly crack.
That's what Pete's looking for, I think. You can fit your hand into it, and it feels like it's going to start to move, but it is just where the masonry's loose.
So there's no other way out.
None you can discern. An 18's a good roll.
Well, I would assume.
Getting colder still.
Get up
There's
them
quite a
stairs
draft
and-
blowing.
We've had all to fat loots, haven't we?
Yes, he's got himself a nice ring.
Yeah.
You've got those daggers,
Mhm.
spite and sorrow.
Yeah. Not even heat them on round here though.
Not this cold.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, let's get up them stairs then.
Might I suggest we go armed?
Yes.
All right. The further up you head, the colder it gets. You start to hear the wind blowing down the passages, pushing against you like a cold deterrent, saying, "Beware, beware." It seems to try to be. It's blocking you out. It's almost like trying to deny your presence. There's something in it. It's not just wind, or maybe you're just going mad. Maybe it's just you've seen too much of this place.
Wind. Oops, sorry.
You can hear.
Wherever it's wind, it's usually thunder though.
You can hear the howling of the sound of the cold air as it's blowing against the opening, and as you reach the opening, you see something most disturbing coming down over the front of it.
It's not Pete.
So we killed his character.
No,
Well,
but
after he died.
but it is white.
And Wiggly. Come dancing.
He'll come doing anything. Snow.
Snow?
Snow is falling. You can see it through the exit
Snow is falling.
as you're heading up the
all
stairs,
around us.
and snow has started to fall in on the first stairs, and it's already started to ice the two top stairs. A pretty thick film of ice in just that short time, and it went from no snow to what you're starting to see, but you won't know fully until you've emerged up.
Well, that seems a little bit odd.
What are you doing?
I think we need to carry on, chaps. Push on.
Are there any torches or anything like that?
No. Just empty sconces.
So the only way out is the way we came in again, yeah?
Yes.
Yep.
I suggest we keep going. Push on. God, it's only a bit of snow. It's not that cold.
Right, let's pop you down. Well, you are popped down, aren't you?
Oh, he's an avar. He's used to the snow.
You've just come out. Now, as you come up, you're still in the graveyard.
There we go.
It's not a rocket ship that's taken off. And yes, it has snowed quite thick, so that the ground down here matches the snow-capped mountainous ranges you saw on the way here.
Not the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia.
More like the French Alps.
Oh,
But,
Why not the Swiss Alps?
because we're in Orlais.
Exactly.
So, it is literally along the entire graveyard has snowfall, and snow is continuing. It looks fluffy enough, and I'll tell you now, you see no visible signs of disturbance to the snow. The fog has still remained somehow, and it looks very unnatural, and it looks as if anything it's thickened. Stronger towards the exit, the entrance to this place, the opposite end of the graveyard. So thick, in fact, you can, from this position, see
you can't do weather magic, can you?
the entrance.
Not yet.
However, your guide is nowhere to be seen.
What happens if you do a mind blast into this fog?
I don't know.
Will it move the fog, do you think?
I've only got 9 mana left.
Did you not get any back from resting?
He doesn't get
I
it
have
back
to
from
rest for
resting.
an hour to get anything mana back.
You instantly see Blacktail's ears prick up, and his head turns.
Point!
Yep.
Wrong?
And he starts moving his way through the
Does
snow.
that on Fable 3. Points, but exactly like that.
Yeah, but I'm making a reference to up. Is it up? Up? Yeah, it's up. With Doug,
Well, yeah.
the dog. He's like, point!
And he starts heading off towards a gravestone. And you can see somewhere there the colour red staining out into the snow from behind it, a few rows along. It was almost hard to catch. You'd have really had to have been focusing in, and he's going straight to it.
Best go follow him, make sure that he's alright.
You can see the ground is undisturbed up to here. But because the snowfall is continual, it could have, covered over very quickly. It's pretty heavy. And you know instantly that this is unnatural.
That was bloody quick.
I mean, it's like it's been snowing all night.
Yeah.
You find your guide lying on his side with a terrible, terrible head wound. And, he seems to be only semi-conscious and sort of shaking.
Should we quiz him? What happened?
Does it look like a wound from an undeadian?
It looks like something hard has
Made impact with his skull.
hit his face because of the redness on one side, and then something has struck his head at the side and caused damage, and he's bleeding down into his face and down his head. Some hard, crushing trauma.
So he's been hit with a mace or a club or something like that. Or he's been punched and he's fallen over and
That sort of thing.
Is he conscious?
clunked his head
Semi.
We ask him what happened.
If you can even understand what we're saying right now.
He doesn't seem to be with it. He's bleeding pretty badly. And the cold is making him shiver because he's lying right in it.
Well, sit him up and
Where's he bleeding from?
The head.
His head.
Bleeding Romford.
and bandage his head, try and stem the bleeding.
Alright, Killer Kit.
You just use a kit.
And we'll have a, well, we don't need, well, yeah, go on, do it. It's only 11. Okay.
Yeah. That's it.
Oh, killer kit off. Now then, you've got him set up so that he's not going to die of hypothermia or such. Laid down right in it and become the latest snow angel in this place.
Oh, better than a weeping angel.
There's a few snow angels here. But they're the standing type.
Now can we ask him what's happened?
He's only got partial sort of consciousness back.
What's up, old cock?
Yeah, he is pretty much like one eyeball streaming in one direction and one the other, and he's like, oh, it could not happen. It could not happen.
It did happen, whatever it was.
It could not happen. It could not happen. It could not happen. It
What
did
could
not happen. It could not happen.
It did happen, whatever it was.
Just tell us what we've got to make fall over.
And he just shouts. He's like ignoring all of you. He's like, no!
I'm looking behind me, what do I see?
He's pointing, and you follow his finger. Seeing test, please. Perception seeing.
18.
18?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's fine. You notice the tomb, the largest tomb in this place, that he ran to right at the very beginning,
Yeah.
and almost sacrificed himself to get a good look at down the way, has changed. The lid is off. And it's...
Oh, he was worried
Oh,
about
shit.
the Lich King coming back.
No, that would be the champion of the sanguinary rose.
Same thing.
Lich King.
He who governed 150 years ago.
Ends up just as dead.
The greatest of their order. For some reason it's disturbed. The top is off.
Can we see any footprints or anything in the snow other than... his-
Probably been covered up.
Laurie has the right of it.
Continue with snowfall.
Where do you go from here?
Well,
The pub.
said to the guy, did you see it right?
Okay, communication.
Communication breakdown.
It's been one of them.
Persuasion, I guess. To try and overrule
12.
writing. Well. He's passed out on you. But still, his hand is the last thing. Still pointing, and then it falls.
I tip his head back and bore down his throat so I'm not walking down.
That's a good idea.
Okay. Okay, let's just have a general dexterity test, maybe.
Right.
Yeah. Skill with the one's hands.
12.
Right. Checking against his state. He retains unconsciousness and begins choking.
I'll smack him when he's back to make him vomit up the beer.
Yeah.
The least of a good ale, that one.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem to be retaining consciousness, but getting it back. I think this is more trauma than even the cold. Because the look in his eyes was maddening. And he was bloodshot.
The quicker we get him out of here, the better off he'll be, because he's unconscious with head trauma.
I
Yeah.
was just thinking.
Either that, we just kill him.
No, I think we should take them off to the church on whatever the hell it was that was up top.
That's a good idea.
The Sanguinary Rose Chantry.
I'm assuming this new big bird hasn't been up there.
Well, he might be, but at least we haven't left him in the snow. And he's going to be close to us when he turns into a zombie that we can kill him easily.
So far of your intelligence, only those that die become the undead.
Yeah, but if he dies.
Even those
Are we
bitten
within
don't
time?
become undead.
Do you have another 5-minute rest?
Not particularly. They don't.
Stack.
Yeah, pretty much.
Isn't it like once per combat encounter or something?
Pretty much.
Or was it one? It seems something like that once per encounter in general.
Unless there was enough encounters that went by, where you could say, "Oh, it's another chance to rest."
Unless, of course, you were reduced to 0 wounds.
You've peaked to your physical health unless you waited for a very long time for the next tier of recuperation.
Either that or getting out of sleep.
But you get the feeling he'll probably be dead if you were to do that.
Yeah. Pick him up, drag him, come on.
I'll take him up towards this chantry then.
You know, just when you came this way, I'll remind you that the doors were barred and spikes were up. And they were chained shut.
And we're going back out the way we came in.
Yep. Well, I mean, because you went round the back, the front door was like that, so you went round to the graveyard.
Yeah. Well, the big one might be.
Mm-hmm.
Probably smashed everything up.
Yes, you actually see on the grave, it states, Sanguinary Rose, Commander of the Mighty, Bar Hewitt, which is the name of the manor you went to.
Yeah.
Yeah, Snipe Commander or something like that. Yeah, anything he would have been.
They don't go by those names.
In
Sanguinary
terminology
Rose.
of basically the same deal.
Not 150 years ago, anyway. They were so sub-ordered off.
Yeah. But in terms of power and command status, that's probably what he would have been.
Right,
boy.
so you're moving them along, yeah?
Yeah.
Out of this place. So you're heading along, and as you get to about halfway through the graveyard, I'll have section seeing from anyone who wants to give it a try.
On the table, please, you.
Ahead near the exit where you came into the graveyard. So what's everyone doing? Things you don't know, you roll perception dice.
Still dragging this guy up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're getting a little bit closer. Now, as you get closer still, perception seeing.
Another one.
Guys,
Yeah.
I don't want to go around you, but I can see a face in the mist.
Let's hold for a second.
All I can see is the face of Sanadol's arse.
Someone get a 15 and you'll see it.
Yeah, I've got it 15.
Yeah, I got 15 here.
I've got more than 15 that I got.
Oh, you got enough.
Yeah.
7.
You've got at least 15 on the dice, if not
As
anything else.
Yeah.
As you look at it,
I've got about 20 of.
you see that it is head level. It's a very, very handsome visage of a man. He has a very grand moustache.
Handlebars.
No, not quite like that, but grand. And he looks extremely handsome. His eyes look like the typical heroic, valorous, full of vigour and certainty to his cause.
So what sort of demon is he going to be then?
Well, it just looks
Being a demon.
like a very pretty face, you know, a pretty male face. And you can see it in the mist, and all you can see is the face, and the skin looks fairly pale to the face.
Does it look real, or is it part of the mist? Like, is it someone we're seeing, and that someone is in the mist, or is it the mist creating the picture?
You determine that it is different to the mist to the best of your ability.
What happens if we wave at it?
You do so. Nothing has occurred. Still, it just retains.
Is it doing anything?
Slightly looking down.
What, because it's taller than us?
Not looking at you. Slightly looking down on its own position. The mist is heavier towards the floor. You only see this at the top.
So there might be a fucking great hole.
Or there might be
You walked in this way.
a
This is-
crawling creature.
This is
Underneath
right at
it.
the entrance, just in front. Well, it's not smack bang at the entrance. The entrance to the graveyard's like there, and this space is like appearing here.
Does it?
I'll crouch
Fog monster.
and see if I can see underneath the mist, because often it floats about a foot or two above the ground.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Right.
It's a damn lost smoke monster.
Right. As you do so, dice aren't your friend today.
I'm going to die.
As you
Devouring
do
worm.
As you do so, you notice that this fog is unheavenly unnatural.
It's alive!
And you almost notice a strange swirling element to the bottom of it, like it's rocking in some way, and it is actually touching to the ground. You cannot see through.
Let's kill it.
What the fog?
I am attacking the dark.
I want to cast magic missile. What are you attacking? There's nothing there
How
to cast
far
it
away
on.
is it from us? Is this thing? This face?
I'd say at this point about there.
Can we approach it a bit closer?
Yes?
I was saying, do you go to fire a crossbow bow or some shit?
No, let's just get a bit closer to it.
Not antagonising just yet. How's Blacktail dealing with all of this?
He's
Grr.
he's very, very, very cautious and gone very, very quiet and sort of padding but focused.
Okay.
He's acting strange. You see him do this when something concerning's been around.
Yeah.
You see more than a face now, you see a body
Yeah.
connected to it.
Okay.
Looks like a very powerful knight's armour. Going down to a sword being held with both hands. A broadsword. And it's down to the ground like that. Both hands atop the handle.
Yep.
And his head still slightly inclined down towards the hill.
He's showing any inclination that he knows we're there.
He hasn't behaved as such. However, his armour does look rather tattered. But
Anyone else getting Black Knight from Monty Python?
Yes, I am.
Oh, yeah.
None shall pass.
It's only a flesh wound. I've had your bloody arm off.
Yes, you don't see a helm.
What are you going to do? Bleed on me?
Loony.
Not black armour.
Alright, we'll call it a draw.
See,
Templar armour with the Sanguinary Rose tabard. But it looks in pretty good nick, actually. But you can see it's very old.
Okay, let's approach it in a non-threatening way. Let's get a bit closer again.
You can see the elements of his body don't quite look right. His arms and such. Something seems unnatural about, like he's not really full of flesh. He doesn't feel it very well.
Okay, well let's get
Probably
a bit
because it's
closer
mostly bones.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if it's hundreds and hundreds of years old, he wouldn't be have any flesh on his bones whatsoever.
Let's get a bit closer
Unless
to
he's
him.
been magically protected.
Let's get a bit closer to him.
And then it doesn't mean the muscles
Fucking
are working.
paladins. As you get closer, still, you see him for what he is.
Ah, crap.
A gribbly.
A revenant.
This is undefinable. So Sanguinary and Rose have created something.
No, I mean that's what the model is.
You have before you here a great big whopping knight, this time not on a horse at least. Still pretty much ignoring you, but you now see the secret to his face. It's not his face at all. It is this order's style of deceased for their high nobles.
Oh,
the
the burial mask.
Perhaps depicting the way he looked in life at his best. And it is upon his face.
Is he doing anything yet?
It's still just maintaining position. Now he's beginning to put his head up. Even though you'd think he'd be technically blind, he looks as if he's looking right at you. And it's a bit creepy because he looks dishevelled, and then you see this beautiful sort of face on this pale white porcelain
I'll
background.
say to him,
Hello!
All right, go.
hey up, Chief! Good tonight, I'm glad to see you. We have a member of your order that has taken a fall. We need to get him into the church.
He just stands silent. The wind blows around him. The horrible fog seems to curl around his legs as if it's
Should we
like
just
hugging him
walk
and
past
then
him
coming
then?
off.
Let's just walk past him then.
It almost looks like the fog is surrounding you, as if trying to cage you in.
Let's
It's going
just-
around behind you.
Let's just walk. Let's just keep
To your
walking
sides.
past him. Just walk past him. Ignore him. Fuck it.
Carry on.
Okay. As you begin, what, you're going to walk to the right or the left of him?
I would walk to the right of him.
Okay. So, who's...
No, actually, think about it. What is he? No, walk to his left. To his left,
His left. Right.
Which is the right.
which is my right.
Exactly, which is the right.
Okay. You can't tell which handed he is, because he's got both.
Well, it's a broadsword.
It's a two-handed sword, yeah. He is equipped with other things, seemingly. But not out. Okay, as you try to... who's at the front? Is it Talendor, yeah?
Yeah.
Leading the way. So, that's this way.
Yeah.
As you get to about there, the sword comes up, and he readies it into a combat stance, and you hear the like leather creaking, and bones cracking, and armour grinding, rust falling, the mist swaying away as if to clear a path, and the mist, the fog behind you, you can hear it almost agitate underfoot. You feel like almost a swell underneath you. There's some great degree of menacing power here, and he's took a combat stance. He looks like he's about to engage you.